Hey YouTube, this is Kid90, and I'm really excited about talking about this review of this episode um, of Too Old that pretty much premiered yesterday. Watched it on YouTube. If you see it, I encourage you to make this episode a lot of wounds for fans of Revenge hit healings, especially from Frost and Fire. And I think I was really proud of what I've seen in the episode, so it's really good. So I'm gonna cut to the chase and get to the, let's get started. Now how I feel so was just two things. One, I felt a little disturbed because of the fact that what the two lemon grabs. Well, I felt there was some questions that got me thinking, referring to the lemon grabs, right? Because, as we all know from the previous episodes of Adventure Time, the 11 grabs were, well, if you guys have not seen the debut of Too Young, when Lemon Grab first debuted there, I encourage you guys to watch it. And then later on in the episodes, which I forgot about when the white Lemon Grab was created, I forgot what that was. I think, no, You Made Me. I think it's called You Made Me. That's when the white lemon grab was debuted, and they were two brothers. So if you guys have not seen it, I encourage you to watch it. So, okay, so now for the part I'm about to talk about for real. Now, when Finn and PB arrive at the Lemon Castle, then it's called the Lemon Castle. The whole place was pretty messed up. And I mean by disturbing and messed up, it was just freakishly crazy and messed up. Especially for the Lemon Grab brothers. They both look different. They were seriously really different. Like for the white one, like his half of his face was chewed off. And I'm gonna assume by his brother that he did that. His half face is chewed off, and he using the hover craft since I guess he lost his legs. So I guess whatever happened between them two when they tried to maintain order, I guess they couldn't handle it. Apparently, well, I guess the black lemon grab couldn't handle it. I guess. I guess that one. I guess the other one couldn't handle it. I guess. But as I go to the other lemon grab brother, this guy was big and fat. Seriously. Like this guy, I don't know what the heck that he did to himself. I guess eating his brother and so many of his minions must have made him look like that. I guess something happened to him or made him go through this route or made him get all this right. And I thought it was really crazy. Another disturbing part of the episode was almost to the end. Was when I think when the black lemon grab, right, just ate his brother. He ate his brother whole. I'm like, oh my god. I was kind of disturbed and yet a little bit horrified about that, which has happened. And I'm just like, to the fact that he ate his brother. I don't know what that guy's been on or something like that made him go through this route. I think this guy must be crazy or just a nutcase. In my point of view, I think it's both. This dude is really a nutcase. That's all I can say. And I feel like the white lemon grab is more fitting to Ren Keenan than his brother. I think it is. But hey, it's the lemon grab brothers. They're both kind of nuts. I would say they're both nuts. So shoot. Now on to the other part that I'm feeling. I feel really proud of this episode. This is actually one of the feelings that I am feeling right now. I'm feeling proud of this episode because, as we know, Too Old is a transition to Frost and Fire, or what tragically happened to the relationship between Flame Princess and Finn. This was a transition from that episode, as we all know. I say I'm really proud of this episode because of the fact of how, well, considering the fact that how PB doesn't like Finn. Well, I'm gonna say we don't know that yet, but it clears to me that PB is getting older, and she got a lot of responsibilities. She knows that this whole thing isn't the game anymore. Finn, like she had her chance of trying to like Finn, but since the whole thing progresses of her age, she realized that she knows that she's too old for Finn anymore. She doesn't love Finn. I mean, that doesn't mean she still likes him, but for loving Finn, she's getting older. She's really getting older, and that's the part. And that's like one of the factors that I did mention in my first review of Adventure Time. How I feel about the whole series. They like for each episode, the characters are getting older. They're getting older, and the perfect example is PB right there. Um, Now for Finn, I guess at first I'm thinking like for Finn, this guy is trying way too hard, trying to be together with PB ever since his breakup with Flame Princess, and I'm thinking like Finn, like you tried that so long ago in the previous episodes. You tried that so hard before you met Flame Princess, and all content. PB PB kind of likes you, but as she mentioned in, I guess, Burning Low, was it Burning Low? No, Burning Low. I think was it Burning Love. No, Burning Low, Burning Low. In Burning Low, she had responsibilities. She had responsibilities. Actually, no. Before all that, she had responsibilities. She did love Finn, kind of, but she had responsibilities to run her kingdom. That doesn't mean she doesn't like him. Doesn't mean she doesn't like him, but she had responsibilities. So what can you do? When responsibilities gets in the way, you gotta deal with that first. And that's when Finn tried so hard, trying to butter up to PB and all that stuff in this episode, and it didn't work. It didn't work. And I feel like for Finn, he felt kind of heartbroken, but that lesson, that whole thing with with him trying to butter up to PB and try to have her to like him again, it didn't work this time. PB's getting old. She's moving on to her responsibilities. She doesn't have time for that. She really doesn't. But what makes this really great about this episode is that how Finn really started to mature in this episode. He realized that he messed up really bad in the last episode of Frost and Fire. He really messed up badly, which I say heals a lot of wounds for the fandom. Because when the Frost and Fire first came out, and when after everybody watched it, and what Finn just did, everyone was starting hating on the guy. Everyone was really starting to hate on the guy. I started hating the guy a little bit, but see, everyone was really hating on him. The whole fandom was exploded with minor hate of what Finn did, and with some people's reactions of the relationship between FP and Finn. The whole thing was really crumbling down just for a little bit, and then this episode, 2-0 came in and healed everybody's wounds. I was really proud of this episode. I really enjoyed it. This episode, made me feel like I feel like there's hope between FP and Finn. And even Finn said that he's gonna try to heal the patches with Flame Princess. I'm just hoping that it's not too late. I'm really hoping that it's not too late. I really am hoping it really isn't too late. I still think Flame Princess and Finn do still have a chance. They really do. I don't know about the other shippers who, who ships Bubblegum with Finn and PB, all that stuff. I don't know about the other shippers though, but it's kind of that feeling when you just see the episode of Frost and Fire and compare it to 2-0, right? When you get mad, for real, like I said, I ship all characters in Adventure Time. It doesn't matter who. I ship all characters in Adventure Time. It doesn't matter who. My main ship is Finn Selene, which is Finn and Marceline. I think they were a great couple. But my second ship was FP and Finn, because when Flame Princess first was debuted in Incendium, and then Hot to the Touch, and later on, and then so, right, Like, I begin to like Flame Princess and how she grows, and the relationship between Finn and Flame Princess. I really enjoyed them. I really enjoyed it. I really thought that they would be okay together and really make a good couple, which everybody was really felt heartwarming with those relationships, even though they ship different kind of ships in in much time. I know we all thought that Flame Princess and Finn would make a great ship, and to be honest, it was working that time. When Frost and Fire came along, there was everyone felt a little have a sucking feeling with their hearts when the relationship between them felt really bad. It had a bad feel, a sunken feeling to their heart. It just left everyone a little bit in tears and anger, mainly anger, because the whole family, like I said, was blowing up with the hate of Finn. But when Too Old came around, Finn tried to get back together with Princess Bubblegum, but it didn't work, because Finn was reverting to his old ways, his old time ways, like old times, pretty much. Especially with the prank in Too Young. But even then, that didn't work. And that time when PB was 13, like 13 years old, and Finn's age, it didn't work no more. It wasn't what it used to be anymore. And so Finn realized that, and he knows he gotta get back together with Flame Princess. And actually, with PB, told Finn all that, when PB told Finn all about, this is not the little kid thing. It's not little kid stuff anymore. I don't have time, to do all that again. I don't have time for that. I got my kingdom responsibilities. That right there was kind of like a signal to that you messed up bad, Finn, with Flame Princess, and you gotta patch things up with her. If you don't, then you're gonna regret it really bad. So that's how I feel about this episode. It patches up a lot of wounds. It really shows. Actually, it really shows maturity in the characters in this episode, especially with Finn, because he realized, and actually this is like the first step that Finn ever matured in this episode, in my opinion. Because he realized in Frost and Fire, he knows that he went too far in Frost and Fire. But when he patched things up with FP, and when he matured, when he matured in Too Old, he really learned that he really went too far. He really learned that he went too far. What made him do that in the first place? Because of some stupid wet dream that he had, and for the Cosmic Guy and all that stuff. Hey, he knows he messed up. All because of that. All because he got turned on with Flame Princess being sassy. I mean, shoot, I would, but I wouldn't go take that far. I wouldn't go to that so much lengths. But still, Finn really matured. He really did good in this episode. The episode was just fantastic. I loved it. Everyone is now happy how Finn matured. Everyone now is rooting for the dude to get back with Flame Princess. So right now, everyone else is just waiting for what the next episode will be. So, or what the preview will be. So, I'm actually looking forward to it. So, pretty much that's it. That's how I feel about Too Old, and what I think about how I feel about Finn and everybody else. Now, quick side note, I'm back from Otakon, Baltimore. I loved it. I didn't get that much stuff from the deal store, but especially from Yu-Gi-Oh card wise, I loved Otakon this year. It was really great. I was kind of disappointed about the deal store a little bit, because I was mainly going there just to look for some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but they didn't have that much Yu-Gi-Oh card packs and stuff. They didn't have that much. It wasn't as the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. in the deal store this year was not as big from last year. They had a lot of gift card stuff. But I did manage to grab two things. One, I grabbed another core metal set, which is Get a Kariba set. The Quagata metal, or Stag metal, the Mantis metal, and the Grasshopper metal. I grabbed all three of those at the deal store. And I'm happy to say that I managed to grab this. I managed to grab my first Adventure Time comic at the deal store. My favorite character, Marceline. This one here, Marceline and the Scream Queens. Managed to grab that. And I just opened up a couple pages of this book. And I'm already hooked on it. Now, I was trying to get the encyclopedia, but they were gone just like that. So I managed to grab the book of Marceline and the Scream Queens. I was kind of interested in that book, and I opened up the first couple of pages and read of it. I actually just started reading it yesterday as soon as I got it. But I really enjoyed it. It's so fucking good. I'm in chapter 1 right now, but I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I love Otakon this year. It was really great. I was excited. I enjoyed it. I love the cosplays. I'm working on the video today as we speak. It's gonna take some time because I took a lot of pics and a lot of videos. I gotta do some editing on the videos that I recorded and such. And yeah, I enjoyed it. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. I enjoyed Otakon. So far, Adventure Time is really shaping up. So it's Good Night 90 signing out. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe.